Hello everyone and welcome to SageGators.com for another edition of Swamp Talk. I'm Brian Cady, the voice of Sage Basketball, and I'm sitting here now with two members of the Sage Women's Lacrosse team, two senior members. We have goalkeeper Jackie St. Pierre and attack Monica Koralus. Ladies, welcome. How you doing?
Doing well. How about yourself?
We're doing well. We're on this big comfy couch again in Neff Center. If you don't know the big comfy couch reference, look it up. Anyways, so take a look at the team in general. First thing I noticed is that it's an interesting mix. You got some people from the very local area, Section 2, some outside the area, and even people from, like, I think there's a player from Maryland on the team. Mm-hmm. Monica, we need to clarify this right now.
Yes.
Where in God's name is Millbrook High School?
Millbrook High School.
I don't know.
It's located about 20 minutes outside of Poughkeepsie, Dutchess County.
All right.
Representing the 845.
All right, the 845. All right,
Yeah.
cool. All right, so Poughkeepsie. All right, because I legit I have no idea. I had to go to Google Maps.
A lot of
right?
people don't know where it is.
That's how weird it was for me. I had to look it up for Google Maps. I'm like, where's Rebecca?
It's a small little town.
Yeah, and then Jackie, you actually went to Averill Park High School. Just to start with you on that, tell a little bit about your time in high school with I think the Warriors, right?
Yes.
See, kind of my Section 2 a little bit. Tell a little bit about Averill Park and your time there, and what ultimately led to your decision to stay at home and go to Sage for your college.
Being in high school, I am playing in Section 2. It was really a great mix of teams. We played a lot of tough teams. We played state champions. I chose Sage because I wanted to stay local and stay with my family, like close to my family. So it was great that Sage offered a lacrosse team, and it was a great jump from high school to college level.
And Monica, with you, being down in the Poughkeepsie area, roughly-ish, we'll call it, you making your decision to come to Sage, what intrigued you about wanting to come up here to the capital region and go to college and be a Gator?
Well, when I was looking into schools, I was looking into schools originally to play soccer, actually. That was like my main focus. And I originally wanted to be a physical therapist. So looking at colleges, Sage had the soccer program and had physical therapy. And then, I started getting recruited by Coach Stapleton, who was the head coach about four years ago. He was my head coach freshman year and sophomore year. And he reached out to me and asked me if I was interested in playing lacrosse. And lucky enough, here I am. And that was really my main reason why I came here. It was because they had my programs, they had soccer. Saw they had lacrosse after Stapleton reached out to me, and that's why. Yeah,
and you had played soccer and basketball in high school, and tell a little bit about, real quick, because to me it's like soccer and lacrosse, when you really think about it, it has its similarities to a degree because, unlike basketball where you stop at any whistle, or unlike, baseball where you run 90 feet, no, you're done, or softball, it's constantly going, gotta have a lot of stamina, gotta have high energy. Tell a little bit about, when you originally came here to play for soccer and how that might have helped you as far as playing with the women's lacrosse team.
Yeah, well, adjusting from high school sports to college sports, it's a huge difference. The pace of the play is crazy, it's so much faster. But gaining the experience of playing college soccer really helped me with the speed of lacrosse and realizing, how much more intense college sports are compared to high school.
Yeah, Jackie, what was that like for you, making the transition from playing in the Section 2 and the high school level into the D3 level?
Like Monica said, it is a faster paced game, but being a goalie, I was able to make the transition with my teammates, and it was an easy switch.
Now, in women's athletics, there's a lot of talk about, just in general, the quality of sports in general. And one of the greatest examples right now would obviously be the U.S. women's soccer team and all the stuff they've done in recent years, and and their fight for equal pay and equal representation, on a national level. When you look at teams like that and athletes like that and what they're doing to help promote and grow women's sports, what kind of impact does it have on you as female student athletes and the way you want to represent yourselves both on and off the field?
It's definitely very inspirational. There's actually a semi-pro. There's 4 semi-pro teams that just got started last year. So it's amazing to see the growth of the sport, and even just seeing on social media the young girls looking up to these athletes. And these athletes could be anybody. Anybody could be drafted, could try out, and you never know who the next star could be.
Yeah, and Monica, how's that impact for you as well?
I don't know, I think like Jackie said, it is really inspirational, and it's, you know, remarkable to see how impactful, you know, like women's sports are today's day and age. And, you know, we are, little kids today are now the future of the professional teams that are going to be rising in women's lacrosse and all that. So, I don't know, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, and Monica, you mentioned at one point when talking about your transition from high school to college, originally being recruited by Coach Stapleton at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the two of you were on the squad when the coaching change was made and Coach Marwa became the head coach of the women's lacrosse team. Tell a little bit about just in general going through the transition of going from one coach to another and how it impacted yourselves as well as the rest of the team a little bit.
Well, like you said, Coach Stapleton was our coach for 2 years, our head coach, but we were lucky enough to have Coach Marwa for those 2 years as well as an assistant. So, I mean, adapting to her coaching, it was pretty easy because, you know, we were used to having her for 2 years, and the adjustment, it was awesome. She was dedicated. I mean, we were willing to respond, trust the process, you know, buy into her, and I think that's really what was most important and helped us to where we are right now.
Yeah, and you've both been a part of this program as it continues to grow and improve. You know, really off to a great start this year, 3-2 in conference play, winners of your last 5 overall. Jackie, what do you feel like has been, you know, the biggest key to the success that this team has experienced, especially these last 5 games as you've had that winning streak going on?
I think we're definitely all in this together, and everyone is putting in the time and effort they need to play. And our attack is on fire, our defense is on fire, the midfield's working super hard. It's an awesome group of women, and we just all click together.
Yeah, and look at this season. Obviously, both of you were seniors. You know, 3 games to go in the season. You know, possibly the Skyline Conference playoffs as well afterwards. Has it really sunk in yet, especially since you are in a spring sport and graduation I know is right around the corner? Has it really sunk in that, hey, this is going to be the last time, you know, these last few times I'll be wearing a stage uniform and playing this sport here too?
I mean, for me, with me playing soccer, it kind of already went through the process of, you know, like, I got to hang up my jersey, hang up my cleats, it's over. But I was fortunate enough to, you know, be able to play lacrosse. It is very bittersweet. It's very sad. I mean, athletics have been part of my life since I was 3 years old. So, I mean, with my final season being over with, that really hasn't sunk in yet, and not being able to play again. But, I mean, like I said, it's bittersweet, and, you know, next chapter of my life, we'll see what's to come.
And Jackie, what has it meant for you?
It is bittersweet, like Monica said, but it's not over yet, and it hasn't sunk in, and probably won't until way after. But I'm just excited to play these next couple games and win.
Last thing real quick, you know, mentioning how you have the last 2 games left, what do you think is the most important thing or detail going forward the rest of the season for the squad to continue to succeed and build upon that winning streak? We'll start with you, Monica, and potentially get yourself into the conference playoffs.
I think for us, the main thing that we have to focus on is just consistency and the flow of us on the field. You know, if attack is on, our defense has to be on. We all have to be meshing and working together at all times. Offense and defense can't be off at different times. I think that definitely consistency is key. You know, going after ground balls, I don't know, just cause turnovers, capitalizing on the other team's mistakes is really just going to be crucial. And shot placements for attack at least have to be on. I don't know.
Anything you want to add to that?
I agree. We are really focused on playing a full 60 minutes, and by doing that, we all have to stay focused. Inside lacrosse, outside lacrosse, with school, we just have to make sure we're all ready for the next couple games. And
by the way, as somebody who's watched a lot of lacrosse in the past, bless you for being a goalie, because I mean, honestly, the 2 toughest positions I think pain-wise in sports are lacrosse goalies and hockey goalies. So bless you.
Thank you.
Congratulations on going through an entire career
You got this.
through high school and college. And just be honest, I hate pain, so it's no good. Jackie St. Pierre, Monica Krause, both seniors for the Sage Women's Lacrosse team. Ladies, thank you very much for joining me, and good luck the rest of the
Thank
season.
you very
Thank you
much.
so much.
All right, that was another edition of Swamp Talk right here on SageGators.com. But don't you worry, we got more coming up before we wrap up this 2016-2017 school year. So make sure you stay tuned for more Swamp Talk on SageGators.com.